3, 2, 1, boop.
In real life?
We're just shooting the shit right now, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just recording because we were talking, so why not?
Okay. In real life, Black Bart was considered one of the most successful pirate captains behind, I can't remember her name, but she was a Chinese pirate. And she had a whole fucking armada. But Black Bart captured like 400 ships during his very short pirate career.
That's interesting.
He was incredible. And Assassin's Creed, just Black Flag makes him just scarier. They're like, yeah, he's all that and also a bag of chips. And also a sage. If we ever do a Black Flag thing, I'm a huge fan. That's my favorite Assassin's Creed game. I would love to do, I don't know, like a retrospect or a long play or something, or I don't know, if we do a different kind of video on that, I would be down to do something like that.
I kind of wanted to do retrospective type things of all the Assassin's Creed games.
I think
that's the only way that I would ever, play all of them. Like, what other reason would I fucking have?
I have a lot to say about every Assassin's Creed game I've played, and the thought process I have behind them. I have a lot to say about Assassin's Creed 2.
Uh-huh.
I like Assassin's Creed 2 as a game, but I also believe it's one of the most overrated games in history.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, that doesn't make it a bad game at all. But it's
a great game. I'll say it's one of the best games I've played. It's one of my favorites, at least.
I will say, I like trying to explain why I think Assassin's Creed 2 is
maybe not
so
top
popular.
10, but top 20. I'd still put Black Flag above it.
Yeah,
but it's still in there.
I like to try to explain why people like Assassin's Creed 2 so much. And I love Assassin's Creed 3, and I understand that that's the black sheep for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like Connor, and I like Connor, and if you can see past... Even if you don't like Connor and you look at it from other points, I think Assassin's Creed 3 is, like, the story is really good, and, like, it's just very different.
I agree with you, actually. The story is really good, and, yeah, Connor's not as bad on a second playthrough. I did play through the game a couple years later. It was still a couple years ago at this point that I did this, but I with my tax refund one year, I got a projector and a sound bar and a subwoofer. I still have the audio stuff, but I just got rid of the projector. But anyway, I replayed Assassin's Creed 3 as one of the first games using that setup, and yeah, I digged it that time. Connor has a lot of body language that is really subtle.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people were upset by his voice acting, even though I thought it's accurate. The Native Americans do. Okay, I don't want to.
The thing that disappointed me most about Assassin's Creed 3, honestly, was I was really hype about the whole American Revolution thing.
It is a little downplayed.
It was gonna get, I was like, oh man, yeah, that's gonna have some powerful moments in it and shit, Nothing really emotionally hit me. And also, I remember the first trailer for that game, and it had Connor, barreling through the two armies, trying to get to one of the generals or something.
Mm-hmm.
That looked so fucking amazing. And there's a couple parts like that.
There's definitely one moment like that.
But it's so scripted, the route you have to take. I remember, to the different cover you have to get behind. And also, whenever there's a part of the game that looks like you're about to do something really cool like that, it's something like, I remember one of the missions is run back and forth between these three posts and tell the men when to fire.
That's the worst mission in the entire game.
It was just so disappointing.
I want to say a lot of the issues with Assassin's Creed 3, I think, are hype backlash. I think that's why it's better on a second playthrough, because you're just, not really...
Looking at it objectively.
Yes. I thought the side missions of Assassin's Creed 3 were very different. The whole building the homestead.
Yeah, I didn't do all of those, but I did do quite a few. They were nice to have.
The naval combat in 3 is not nearly as good as it is in Black Flag, but at the same time, it's not a huge part.
Yeah.
It's mostly side quests if you want to do those.
Sure.
I think it's really well done in Black Flag.
All right.
There's still...
If you guys are wondering why... Sorry to cut you off. If you guys are wondering why I'm in Monstro, I went back and I'm looking for the torn pages.
Yeah.
But I guess I already got this one because it wasn't there.
You already got the one in Agrava,
Yes.
which we did off screen.
Just got that.
Next to a yellow, there was a yellow in the Dark Cave. There was a yellow Trinity piece, and you said that there was only one in the game, and there was a second one.
That's true. I
So
fucked up.
you should apologize to all
I
fans.
fucked up. Okay, so I guess the last one is the one in Traverse Town. I don't think I have 51 puppies. I don't think I have 51
It
puppies.
sounded like a separate statement.
I haven't counted recently, but I don't think I have them. Alright.
Oh,
What?
I will say one last thing about Assassin's Creed.
I'm gonna see in my journal, actually. Yep, we have that. Forgot about it. 33. Never mind.
Shit.
Alright. Whatever. I'll do
Okay.
that later.
Alright. The last thing I was going to say about Assassin's Creed is that the reason I like 3 more than 2, not saying it's objectively a better game or anything, but the reason I like 3 better than 2 is that 3 really plays with moral ambiguity a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Connor at points just like looks at people who are supposed good guys and he's like, "The fuck are you doing?" And it's just so like refreshing.
I will say one positive thing about 3. It has the best modern day out of any of the Assassin's Creed games. And
when you fight Clay Kazmarek,
it has the perfect amount of historical segments and modern day segments, in my opinion. It has the perfect amount that an Assassin's Creed game should, and you know, it has a plot to further. Like,
yes,
it's perfect.
Clay Kazmarek's entire character is like, imagine the Animus is a microwave and he's a burrito and they just left him in too long. Do you know what I mean? He's so fucking nuts, and he's just like, the bleeding effect is just making him go crazy.
Oop, wrong door. Oop, shit, went right back in.
What are you doing in here?
I went inside the ship by accident. I meant to fly to the next world.
I'm sorry.
This is what happens when I'm talking, guys. This is why I shouldn't do Let's Plays, but I'm doing them. We're doing them.
Too bad, YouTube.
Good ship.
Nah, but like...
Wait.
Connor is...
Oh, my bad. We gotta warp here. We gotta fly through the wormhole. My bad.
Connor's stubborn and ignorant and bullheaded, but he's completely unwavering in his morality. And there's parts where he's just like George Washington. That's the only emotional moment that I can really remember, is when he finds out George Washington ordered an attack on his people.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Fuck you, dude." But yeah, I like 3 a lot. 4 is still my favorite, but I like 3 a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, like, if 4 had a more, you know, true to what had been previously established modern day segment, and the first Civilization stuff is just kind of shoehorned in. They can do something better with that, or they could have just taken that shit out completely. But yeah, I honestly, like, it's almost a perfect Assassin's Creed game. It's a perfect pirate game in and of itself, but it could have been a perfect Assassin's Creed game. As is, it's a great game.
I will say, yeah, I think it's what am I trying to say? I'm conflicted about the modern day.
It's cool.
I think it's really cool, but at the same time, yeah.
Something like that I would have appreciated as, like, I don't know, something optional.
It's a sign of something bad, though. It's a sign of Ubisoft's #1 problem with the Assassin's Creed franchise is they keep doing soft reboots.
Yeah.
Because they want to, they said they felt the story was alienating to new You're just killing off your fans, basically.
You don't have to.
It's only delivering. It's only delivering historical GTA, basically.
Right.
And it just kind of sucks because Assassin's Creed is more than that.
The frustrating thing about it is that they just keep sprinkling in little modern day segments that, you know, they make it seem like the modern day stuff is still important, but it's not. It's just not. But they just keep fucking teasing at it.
They say that they're going to, like, well, they're going to use William Miles, obviously, and they're going to use, like, characters that are connected to the plot and stuff, and still use Templars and Assassins and stuff like that. They're pretty much abandoning any plot lines, and they're just starting a new one. Because they are, honestly.
Look, okay.
You can.
I've made this rant a couple times over the past couple days. You have a god existing in the computer mainframe of the mega corporation that runs the fucking world. And she hinted at, like, regaining a physical form in Black Flag. Like, that's like world-shattering stuff. It's cool. And they've been sitting on it since Black Flag. It's gone nowhere.
I think
it's just so fucking disappointing and frustrating, and Assassin's Creed just it frustrates me.
Black Flag actually,
it could be something so great, and it's not.
Black Flag had this huge, like, joke about how Abstergo Industries, when they're making their games, they're dumbing them down for their viewers because they don't think they're accessible to the lowest common denominator.
Right, but that's literally what Ubisoft does.
It's hilarious that, like, Retroact, like, they made fun of it and now they've become it. It's just, it's funny, but it's also incredibly sad. Oh, I was going to tell you this last night. I'm sure people don't care because it's revealed in a comic book.
You guys should keep making Rayman games, though. Thanks, Ubisoft.
We don't hate you. We just think you should fucking stop.
Fix Assassin's Creed. Just fix it. Just make it better, guys. Like,
that whole stage thing went nowhere. It was cool.
Everybody essentially wants the same thing. They just want the things you have to not suck, right? Let's just take what's previously established and make it good again. Come on.
The Order of the Will, which is Juno's cult, that are trying to bring the sage. They try to locate the sage and find a vessel for Juno to enter so she can take over the world.
Mm-hmm.
In the comics, they revealed that they found a new sage. And I don't know how this works with the timeline because it feels like it shouldn't. But you're never gonna believe who the new sage is.
Who?
Desmond's bastard child.
Desmond's bastard child.
Yep.
All right.
That he had no idea.
What the
existed.
Fuck? That's dumb.
His name's Elijah.
Elijah Miles.
Which is a nice name. I really like that name, but it's a stupid fuck. It doesn't add up though, because like the last sage died in Black Flag after Desmond was dead.
Right. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Unless he had gotten the girl pregnant like right before he died. Could you imagine? But he was stuck in the Animus for most of that. For Brotherhood, he was stuck in the Animus, right?
Well, no.
No, Revelations.
From Assassin's Creed 1 to Assassin's Creed 3, that only spans like September 2012 to December 2012.
Oh.
Those games take place over the course of like a couple months.
Hot damn. Okay.
And then ever since then, they've kind of been, you know, whenever the fuck. But yeah.
Okay, I guess the timeline would work because they say it happens in the womb when the sage starts to form. What happens is it takes over the previous genetic blueprint. It happens in the zygote. So he would literally have had to get someone pregnant, and then within the first couple of months, Black Flag would have had to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe that happens all in one day.
Black Flag takes place in 2013.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
oh, and then it fucks up the timeline.
Well, no, because everything else takes place in 2012, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it's like a month later?
Right, it could be.
Could be January 2013.
Assassin's Creed 3 ends on December 21st, 2012.
What if this was Christmas of the same year? You had to work because Abstergo is evil.